Over the last few days, I've ran a wallet from $10,000 all the way up to over $120,000. And today I'm gonna show you exactly how I do it step by step, my strategy, what I'm using, what I'm holding, what I'm buying, selling, when I'm doing it, every single thing transparently on this channel. And I'm showing you today live as well. And I'm only trading one coin. So if it goes up, you're gonna see me make money. If it goes down, you're gonna see me lose money. There's no editing tricks, there's no take twos. I'm just showing you guys the real true facts. So if you want more of this, make sure you subscribe to the Idiot Genius YouTube channel where I'm helping make crypto easier and hopefully help you guys crush this cycle. Also, if you want this information even earlier, follow me on Twitter and hit that link, join my free Telegram group as well. All right, let's get right into it. All right, guys, so I've been on a pretty crazy run the last few days since Trump coin launched. $100,000 gain just in the last few days. There are certain patterns right now, certain narratives that you can play on to repeat similar success, and I think it's gonna keep going. And so I'm gonna take you through something that I've been doing the last few days. It's really worked for me. Now, keep in mind, if you are playing with smaller amounts, gamble at the percentages that you have, not the dollar amounts, right? So if I'm going into something with a $120,000 wallet and I'm going in with $2,000, that's essentially like 2% of my wallet. So if you're playing with $1,000, you don't want to go into a coin with $300, right? It's too risky. That's 30% of your wallet. If you're playing with $1,000, you want to go in with $10 and you want to trade on Solana because Solana is where the fees are cheaper. So first of all, make sure you're on Solana. Make sure you have Phantom, or I'm using BonkBot right now for these super fast trades in and out. And I'm gonna show you guys what I'm looking at. This is a meme coin that I just found recently through a chat. It is called Heart Sparkle Mermaid. It's called Heart Sparkle Mermaid. So if we dive into the Heart Sparkle Mermaid Twitter, we see that it's a dad. He said, my daughter asked me if she could make a crypto coin. So I asked her to draw me a picture, and this is what she came up with, Heart Sparkle Mermaid. I'm so appreciative of everyone who has bought and supported this. And he has a link here to a live stream as well, which if we go to, we can see there's some people watching it. The chat is really active. And most importantly, people are really buying into this project. So what am I looking at with this chart, right? Like I clearly missed the initial pump. I got in after this second candle. I got in on the way down here. I started buying around 12. I picked some more up at 10 as it was dropping. And then I picked some more up around 8.5 here. Okay, so here's the first thing you need to know. There is a pattern that most of the time happens with these meme coins. If you see a crazy run up, you start to see this candle wicking up, wicking up, wicking up. I'm saying wicking, not waking, wicking up. You don't want to buy as it's doing this, right? Most likely there is going to be a correction. Now, in some cases, like in Trump coin, that really messed up my head and a lot of people's heads because it just didn't correct. It just kept going up, right? But if you see this up 3-4x in a matter of 5-10 minutes, you know that there's going to be this dip down. So I missed this first one. I caught it as it was going up here. And I didn't FOMO in here at 12 because I was like, let me see how high it goes. It's likely to correct back down. Boom, I saw a really big rejection here around 18 a few times. Boom, boom, boom. It starts coming down. Okay, it's leveling down again. This is where I start to get in. Now, I don't know if it's gonna take a small correction and boom, right back up. So I put in this first bid right around here. Then, okay, it's going down. Okay, let's let it go down. Boom, next leg down. Oh, starting to correct a little bit. Boom, let me put some more bids in around here, 10, 11. And then one final one here around 8. Now, this is risky. This is very, very risky. But what I'm doing is thinking that there's enough volume here. Look at the volume. Volume is really, really high. That I think this is gonna get at least one more bounce up. And if it gets even one more leg up, as soon as I'm in profit here and I hit close to a 2x, I'm taking out my initials and I'm gonna let the rest ride. And this is a really important strategy. You'll hear so many people say, oh, I'm holding to the moon. This is gonna go to 500 million, blah, blah, blah. And yes, if you're right and you held, God bless you, you crushed it, you deserve every penny of that money. But most of the time, these coins have a really limited lifespan. And so what I'm looking to do is get to 2-3x, take out my initials. If I still believe in it, I'll let it ride. If I don't, and I think, oh, it was just a meme, it was just a fad, I'm gonna take my money out. And that's really important. You cannot get emotionally attached to these meme coins. They have crazy short lifespans sometimes, and we're seeing it right now. It's all the way down to 4. So I'm down about 50% on my buy, which was a few grand. So I'm probably down a couple grand right now. But I'm not really sweating it because there could be a big bounce here. Now, if I see a bounce and we get back up to 10, 11, I might take out a little bit because the volume is decreasing slightly. But that's what I'm watching here, right? And I'm playing with money that I can afford to lose. And that's really key because if you get in here at 14, at 12, and all of a sudden it's down to 4 and you're down 60, 70% in 5 minutes on your money and you want that money really badly, you need that money, you're gonna be stressing. And you're gonna be like, should I sell, should I sell, should I sell, should I sell? You cannot have that mentality in meme coins. You know there's gonna be pullback. This is not abnormal. This isn't even bearish. This is like, oh, okay, a bunch of people were down here. They made a bunch of money. They're selling off. They're taking profits. Now, what we need to see from this level is, do we get a bounce? And if we start to bounce back up, maybe we range for a little bit here, there's a good chance that, boom, we shoot up to that next tier up and we get that 2 to 3x. But I'm willing to be patient and sit here. Might even go make a snack for a minute, talk to you guys for a minute, right? We don't want to get caught staring at the chart, staring at every wick and little thing. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. Sometimes these coins, I get in, just like I said, say my strategy, and it doesn't come back. And it just goes down. And I hold it until I'm down like 80, 90%. And then sometimes, I believe, oh, maybe it's going to come back. I'll hold on. Sometimes I sell out. The biggest thing here is to be really smart with your ratios. And what do I mean by that? I mean that if I'm just gambling on a coin, like I know I found this late. I know it's it's pretty dumb of me to go into this coin right now when it's up 100x in, I don't know, the last 20 minutes, right? Hour. It's stupid. But I saw the momentum. I saw how many people were talking about it on Twitter in a really short amount of time. And so I know this has the potential. It's at a $5 million market cap now. I know this could run up to 20, 50, 100 million. It's definitely possible. Heart Sparkle Mermaid, it's a funny meme. So I went into this with what I would consider a small to medium size, a few grand, right? If I really believe in a coin and I have some good alpha, that's when I go in with size. And that's where I'll put 10, 15, even 20 grand into a coin. I'll wait for that 2x. I'll take out my initial. I'll let the rest ride, right? So what did I do on a 2x for 20 grand? Well, I did 20 grand in profit. And that's how you stack, but you cannot do that out of the gate. You guys have to be smart. I see so many people say, I've got $1,000. What should I put it on? Nothing. Take $1,000 and put 20 bucks on something, right? 100, 200 if you really believe in it, but you gotta be smart. You gotta start small. And here we go, the bounce. So now we bounced from 4 all the way back up to 9, right? Again, non-emotional. Woosah, namaste. We're not biting, we're not selling, we're not doing anything. We're just keeping an eye on the chart, right? This was a really good bounce. Volume is still good. There's still potential here. Still risky AF. I'm not putting any more in. I'm happy with what I went in on. So we're gonna watch the next few minutes, see what happens. And while we're doing that, I'm gonna go through a couple other coins in my portfolio. So first, I just wanna show you guys that I'm being legit. This is my net worth on this wallet, 121,000. I've got 80 SOL available right now, so I'll always keep a good amount of SOL just in my back pocket for when I want to go in and gamble quick. I know that it's always available. So that's about $20,000 or so, give or take, that I have available. So these are some of the coins that I'm putting back into. What you need to understand is which of these coins I'm holding for the long term because I believe in them, and I'm waiting for the rest of the space to kind of get educated on them, or maybe they have a big partnership or a rollout coming and I'm holding for that. And which coins are like barren, where I'm in and out as soon as possible, just trying to make some quick profits and get on to the next. So if we look at USA, everyone's patriotic now. Trump's in office. USA, we're gonna make America great, all that. I just like the narrative. It's definitely risky, and that's why I'm only holding $3,000 of it, right? This is like one of those moon bags for me. If the USA narrative gets strong, I could see it going up into the hundreds of millions, or it could hit $1 billion. It absolutely could. Could also definitely run to zero. So that's a small play. For me, this one is Showa American Story. It's a Web 2 game. They launched a meme token, and I believe in this one pretty strongly. I have 10K of it, and this is one that I'm holding for a little bit longer term. They have some really cool stuff that they're working on. Schizo is an AI agent. If you don't know too much about AI agents, basically they are AIs that can do things. So they can tweet, they can research, they can help you do things like make transactions. Schizo has a really, really cool use case, and I've been following that project for a bit. So this one I have 15K in. Again, none of this is financial advice. Do not buy these coins just because I'm putting them in the video. If you like the idea, you want to research it, go look it up, see if it speaks to you, see if it's a good entry. So far on these, you can see I'm down a little on USA, I'm down 20% on Showa, I'm up a little bit on Schizo. I'm not stressing, I'm not even looking, I don't even care, right? I'm just waiting, their time is gonna come. So these are holds for me. Mizuki is a really cool AI agent. I'm actually up 66% on this. I have almost $8,000, and it is an AI agent that finds flaws in projects. So if you have a way that your project could be hacked or something that's incorrect about it, Mizuki will tweet you and tell you. So it's a really interesting way of kind of putting people on blast, but in a way that's good for them and good for the space. And so it's been getting a lot of attention. I really like the concept, and the team is fantastic. So I'm holding this one longer. Limbo also is an AI agent by Today the Game. It's a really amazing gaming project, and they launched this AI agent Limbo as a side project. Now, a couple things. Today has an incredible team, and they do have a game with a token. I think that in order for them to really push their game, this Limbo project needs to be successful. This is sort of their like, hey guys, look what we can do. And if it does well, then they're gonna say, look what we did with Limbo. Now come check out our fully fledged game, and people are gonna flood to that game. So I think they have a lot of incentive to put time, effort, energy, and money into this Limbo project, making it the best that they can as a proof of concept for what they can do on the game. So I'm holding a pretty big bag here, 20K. Kiki is a meme that I like. I'm down a little, but holding. I think it's gonna bounce. Calvin, also an amazing project. I'm up big on this right now, 189%, holding almost 20K. So you can see these ones that I believe in, they have some big partnerships coming. I'm going into pretty heavy, right? But I'm going into them heavy based on a percentage of my portfolio. When I went into this with $5,000 or $6,000, like for my portfolio at 100K, 120K, like that's not that big a deal. If I lose that money, it sucks, but like it's okay. But when this portfolio was only at $20,000, I was not gambling 5K on anything, right? Because that would be a massive blow to my portfolio if I were to lose that. So remember to gamble in percentages. I'm showing you the value amount just so you can see that I'm legit and putting my money where my mouth is. But like, don't go putting your full stack, your full port into one coin. Here's Baron. I bought back into it again, and down 5%, but like I think this still has room to run. I think this narrative is still hot, and people are still questioning, is it real or not? So I'm just playing these dips, making little gains here and there. And then AKA She Rises, another AI project that I'm down a good bit on, 40%, but not stressing, great project, and I'm gonna hold it and see what happens. So hopefully this video gives you some insight into how I'm thinking about trades, because people always be like, what's the ticker? What's the ticker? The ticker doesn't really matter, because if you don't know how confidently you're going into a trade or why you're going into a trade, you don't know how to invest and you don't know when to get out, right? There's some projects that I have no faith in and I'm looking for the quick 2 to 3x. If they start dropping and I have no faith in them, I'm taking my money and I'm getting out. None of this like hold the bag, diamond hands, like nah, forget that, bro. Like if your project doesn't have legitimate foundation, utility, something that is doing, and it starts dipping and I don't feel good about it, I'm cheating, I'm out, right? But some of these projects that I'm down 30, 40% on, and I'm not even stressing because I'm like, the team's good, they're building stuff, there's no tweets right now, it's quiet, but as soon as they ramp up, like people are gonna find out about this and I believe in it, it's gonna go crazy. Those are the projects you put money in, right? So stop asking what's the ticker and ask yourself, why am I investing into this ticker? All right, guys, so I recorded the first part of the video. I decided to go out, play some paddleball, get dinner with a couple friends, and sometimes you need to step away. As much as it's important to really watch the charts and analyze everything, sometimes taking a breather, coming back with a fresh mind, getting some fresh air, speaking with some friends, hanging out for a bit is actually really good for your mental health. Luckily, I came back to this chart absolutely mooning. Remember, at one point we were down 20, 30% on this coin. Things weren't looking too great, but I believed in the meme. I believed in the messaging. I think the father-daughter thing is really endearing and people really like that type of thing. And we've gone all the way back up around $25 million right now. And I'm up 90% profits. Remember, at one point we were down like 40-50% on this coin. And overall on the day, I went from 121,000 all the way up to 131,000. So as you can see, just in the last 6 hours of trading, I've gone up 10 grand. And that's the kind of thing that can happen in this game, but it could have gone really poorly. That's the thing about this. There's no way to predict it. I filmed this video knowing that there was a chance that I was gonna tell you guys at the end of it, like, hey, I lost money today. But you know, after spending so much time in the trenches, so much time trading, I'm able to see these patterns and narratives. And more often than not, when I have that gut feeling like, I think this meme is gonna pump, it just needs time. It needs to coil for a little bit. It needs to settle, build a foundation, get those initial sellers that got really good gains, get out, and then let it settle. There's that floor building, and then boom, I think it has a chance to go back up. I held to my guns, I kept with conviction, and we're in a really good place now. So I've been selling on the way up. I've already taken a little bit of money out, almost all of my initials. So I'm pretty much playing with profits here. I mean, this is starting to get pretty juicy now. I think I'm probably gonna take out my initials pretty soon here so that I'm just playing with house money. We'll see what we wake up to tomorrow. Now, if you guys want to keep along on this journey, remember, make sure you subscribe. Find me on Twitter as well. Link is below, and my free Telegram group where I'm posting these kind of calls is there also, and that's a lot faster than getting them on YouTube. So make sure you guys hit those. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video.